Hi there! So today I wanted to show you briefly how to separate out your greenery to make it to last a little bit longer and to spread throughout the bouquet a little bit easier. Let me grab kind of what it looks like before I start doing this process. So this is usually how the greenery comes from the store. And what I end up doing is I take the leaves and pop them off of them. And usually do that to the point until they look about like this. Because then what I can do is I can take each of these little leaf groupings and I can stem them and make them last a little bit longer and last a little bit further in the bouquet instead of just being a bunch of greenery in one spot. So you can actually take this, dip it in my hot glue right here. I stuck it in the bottom, and then I am now wrapping floral tape around. And then just like that. So you can see it's really simple process. You just take each one of these and you dip it in there and you wrap it around with the floral tape to secure it. I like to do it while the glue is still hot so it has a better chance of sticking. If you're having troubles, you can just take another wire, dip it in the glue, and then kind of stick a little bit of dab of glue right there as you work. Basically, you just keep doing that for all your greenery, and it makes your greenery last a lot longer throughout the bouquet, and it gives you a lot of different options of where to put the greenery. So another way that you can break up greenery is you can actually take the greenery for your flowers and you can cut them at each of the little junction spots. So like you could cut it right here and right here and right here. And then for this one, it's a little bit difficult because it gets shorter here on the top. If you're doing a smaller bouquet, you could probably cut it here, but if not, you'd want to keep that long. But you can sit there and, or if another thing that if you do want to cut it there, you can sit there and cut it, and then you can take some floral wire or a stem and then floral tape and tape it together to create that longer stem. And so that way you can cut it up a little bit smaller. So like right here, we've got some that I cut up. These ones, the stems on them are just a little bit short. And so what I'll do is I'll take some floral wire, not too extremely long. I'm not looking to make them too long because my bouquet is still kind of shorter, but just add a little bit of floral tape like this, or a little bit of floral wire, excuse me. And then you take the floral tape and you pull tight and you wrap it down the stem to create a nice strong bond between that. And then now you can see that it's a little bit longer for going into that bouquet. And that will give you a little bit of longer stem that you need to work with things. And so that's gonna work. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that to these other three real fast. So just like that, a little bit longer. It doesn't have to be perfect on the length because you're gonna be trimming the bottom of the bouquet anyways, but that's basically how you do that. Another type of greenery that will have a longer stem like this, you won't need to do that as much too, especially these flowers. These flowers have a lot of length to them, and so I really don't need to add stems to the bottom of them. There is one more kind of greenery that I wanted to show you that you will probably end up working with, and that is dried greenery. Dried or preserved greenery is going to come out looking something like this. And a lot of times with this kind of greenery, you can just pull it apart like this. And then you can add stems to it if you're going to be using a lot of it. If you've just got little tiny sprigs, so these sprigs like this, you probably would want to add a stem to. But if you were to use just like tiny little sprigs, let me see if I can pull one out here that's just tiny. So like if you were to use a sprig just like this, most of the time you're not really going to add a stem to this. You're able to just kind of stick it in there, and you'll just want to make sure that it's nice and stuck in there, and the flowers themselves will actually keep it in place for the most part. The bigger sprigs, you're definitely going to want to do a little bit of a stem to help keep it in place and to help it from falling out of the bouquet. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!